Hi, everybody. This is Genevieve with Belladonna Moonbeams. How are y'all doing today? Well, today is Lughnasa or Lammas or Lughnasa, but I'm going to call it Lughnasa. I like it, and that's the way it's going to be. Now, let me tell you a little bit about Lughnasa. Lughnasa is held in a variety of days. I've actually seen anywhere from July 31st through August 14th. Generally in America, it's celebrated on August 1st. And in many ways, I believe the Alexandrians do it on August 1st also. But they started on July 31st because Wiccans and witches and most of the Celtics start the day before at sundown, kind of like the Jews do, which I find very interesting. I've started seeing a lot of correlation between a lot of the major religions. Um, so this is the Feast of Lu, or Lug. Some people say Lug. I don't like that as well. Lug was a Celtic god. He was very warrior-like. He was a god of the harvest, of craftsmanship, of grain, but he's also a warrior god. His mom was Tautu. And what happened is this actually is celebrating Tautu because Tautu cleared Ireland of rocks through her magic so that they could harvest the grain and they could plant the grain. And because of that, this is a celebration of her. But because she was the adopted mom of Lu, then it's Lughnasa. Don't ask me. Some of these things are just not the way Americans would do it at all. So how do we celebrate Lughnasa? Well, it varies, once again, with cultures. And in the British Isles, Lughnasa is actually celebrated throughout the country. And it's not just a Celtic festival or a Druid festival or a Wiccan festival. It's just a festival. It was kind of written out when it came to the Americas because it's kind of bawdy. And Americans, the Puritans, didn't like things bawdy. They were like, nope. No, 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 no. I don't want to know about sex. Oops, I said a bad word, didn't I? Sex. Okay, so anyway, but this is all about the harvest. So much of what you do on Lughnasa is celebrating the harvest. And it's a first harvest festival. There's many. So one of the things that they'll do is they'll put items on the altar such as wheat, barley, oats, mint, sunflowers, all berries. In fact, apparently in the British Isles or in the Celtic tradition, I haven't quite figured this part out, they call blueberries bilberry. And I'm like, really? And one of the things they'll do for this is to have a blueberry pie. Another thing they'll do is make a man out of bread. And in some cultures or in some belief systems, basically in the Celtic older traditions, this celebration lasted for a month. But which I find interesting. I mean, how do you celebrate for a month? Okay. So one of the reasons it's called Lammas is that that actually stands for loaf mass in Old English, and it's the blessing of the loaves. That's the reason you make a man out of the bread. That's the reason it's all about grain. Now, as I said earlier, the dates have varied, and in some cultures, it's only celebrated on a Sunday because it's affiliated with Garland Sunday, which is a day that flowers are put on altars and things like that. So which is more a Christian thing. Some of the Christians, instead of celebrating Lammas or Lughnasa anymore. We'll just go to Mass and have flowers and things going on. Some of the things that you can use on Lughnasa are corn dolls, corn husk, anything with corn husk, apple candle holders. The element is water. The direction is to the west if you're looking for those things. Not only is it associated with Lu, this is associated with the triple goddess, the Morrigan. In her Maka expression, and she, in her battle gear, her warrior princess, her warrior goddess, this is a time that you celebrate what the achievements. It doesn't have to just be about grains. It can be any harvest. And that kind of changes things because really, my kids are my harvest. My job can be my harvest. My home. Is it a spring cleaning? We might want to do Lughnasa cleaning the week before. Anything that gets you in the mind to look at what you've harvested this year. One of the ways that some people even celebrate is to look at the things they manifested over the year and put them in a jar and then take them out and look at what they've accomplished, which I think is a really cool thing to do. So, y'all, what am I going to do? Well, first of all, I am not ready for Lughnasa tomorrow night, so mine will probably be Sunday or maybe next Friday. I haven't figured it out yet because I'm just not ready. Now, one of the other things I'm going to do is on Facebook, Lori Cabot's and the Hermetic Temple has a Lughnasa ceremony from, I think it's 4 to 5 Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. So check on that and hop on, which is 3 o'clock Central. You'll have to double check though on the time. I could be wrong. One of the other things I'm going to do is I'm going to have some flowers. I'm going to have some bread. Another way to celebrate is through mead. And I like mead. It's made from honey. So I will probably go and buy some mead for my altar. You can have barley soup, colcannon, a bread man once again, chicken, which as a vegan, that's not happening. But I'm definitely going to have some bread and some meat. Now, we're not going to get into arguing about bees and meat, whether it's, vegan or not. We're not going to argue that tonight because it's my choice. If you want to know more, send me a text, 405-512-9400, or send me a private message on Facebook at Belladonna Moonbeams. And if not, happy Lammas, happy Lughnasa, and I'll see you in just a few days to do the tarot reading. Have a good one. Bye.